To the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from the Superdome.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Stafford going to throw from the outset.
Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Stafford. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Carr going to lead the Saints up here first and 10.
At their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Complete. It's Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he's up to the 47.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To throw his Carr.
That's over the middle and caught by the rookie.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
10 yards, good for his Saints first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
On play action, now Carr.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Carr now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And it's caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And his kick here is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Stafford.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now it's Stafford.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Stafford now to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
To throw, it's Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Throwing now is Carr.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Carr.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now, Carr again. He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints add 6 to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The point after, good by Groupie.
And the lead grows to 10-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10.
To throw is Stafford. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
Oh, here's pressure, and the Saints block it. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, as you well know, every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Group E able to add the PAT.
And that makes our score 17-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing is Stafford. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To the air again, Stafford.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Now Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Demarcus Robinson
from 10 yards out.
And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point attempt here still to come. and it's 17-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Carr now to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Back to throw. Stafford. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Carr going to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
To throw, it's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So Carr departs, and on is Blake Groupie for the Saints field goal.
It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Brought down by Willie Gay.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That's to the second-year man, Puka Nacua. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This 2nd and 4. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
On 4th down, Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Valdez-Scantling. The drive on the ground. Kamara. 48-yard point.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Carr. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down at the 28.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Carr. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw his Carr. This is caught.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
So here we go. A big spot now for Blake Groupie.
This to swell the lead to 6. And this one is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So now Stafford and the Rams
down 20-14. A minute 52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now it's Stafford.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Second and 6 coming up.
Stafford.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Stafford now to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now all the focus shifts over to the Saints, trailing by a point. A minute 12 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down.
Carr. He's got Johnson.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with a minute 6 left to go in the game.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Carr.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing his Carr.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Carr.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime, and now is leaving here knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.